One of the all-time greats, Allie. No question about it. So the Clippers win the tip. So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the center position. Now here's Leonard, driving in, pass to George, and he buries his first look. Well, you got to expect a low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
And it's Phoenix's ball. 4-point game. Paul passes to Durant. Here's Okogie. Outside Paul. Durant with a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Durant. It's stolen by Leonard. It's stolen away. Now here's Durant. And there's the rejection. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Okogie, guarded by Morris. Booker against George. Paul for three. The shot off that time. And Los Angeles the other way now.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends. Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And it's the Suns with the ball. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Paul passes to Durant. Count that bucket.
There's so much deceptiveness about Chris Paul's game that he doesn't know how to guard him right now in the pick and roll.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Now here's Paul. Okogie on the wing, guarded by Morris. The kick to Durant. The three ball. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Durant's got 5.
Well, there's a nice answer from an operator in Kevin Durant. You hit a 3, you know he's coming back at you.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
George hits them both. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. Westbrook outside. Into the lane. Out to Leonard. Morris passes to Leonard. The Clippers rebound.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Durant with it. Guarded now by Morris. Durant with a screen on Leonard to the middle. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, Kevin Durant operating right now out of the pick and roll. That's a scary proposition.
Durant against Leonard. The kick out to Morris. Pass to George. Fires the 3. The Suns clear it. Outside Paul. Shakes him. And the layup by Durant. Durant's got 9.
And that's where Kevin Durant's length really pays off on the inside. Hard to hold him back without fouling.
Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
On the wing, Durant. Back to Paul. There's There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Outside for Booker. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
And the basket by Westbrook. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. They double-team Durant. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Ayton. Back to Okogie. The kick out to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Here's Booker on the take. And Booker with the jam.
So tough to guard. Devin Booker combining that range with the handle.
With the step back. And here's Westbrook. Kicks it to George. The 3 is up. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Los Angeles Clippers. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Russell Westbrook out there with Paul George. And it's Morris in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question, he is elite, Allie. Thank you. Brent, some people have talked about the return of the mid-range jumper. Is that something you've seen as well?
I don't know, BA, if it ever really left. I mean, the guys that we talk about often have been doing it for years and doing it well. So coaches who understand that they have players that have a tremendous skill to make shots and make tough shots are still going to lean on possessions where that shot is offered up to the rim.
Here's George. And the jam by George.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
And it's Durant with the finish.
And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards. Westbrook, the pass to Zubac.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Booker against George. Booker, the pass to Paul. Three-pointer. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. George against Booker. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Tries to save it. Right side Covington. And stolen by Durant. Outside Booker. From outside the arc. Here's Ayton. The kick out to Paul. On the wing, Durant. Shot clock at 6. Ayton, the screen on Covington. Durant, the pass to Ayton. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Here's Highland. He's guarded by Paul. Plumlee, a screen on Durant. Out to Powell. Picked by Covington. Powell passes to Covington. That one doesn't drop. And Phoenix the other way now. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Pass to Highland. Out to Gordon. Powell outside. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Suns have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Yeah, little you can do now to slow him down. Durant's such a phenomenal offensive talent.
Out to Covington. Here's Highland. Covington, a screen on Ayton. Back to Covington. Pass to Plumlee. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Powell. Here's Highland. And again, no good by the Clippers. Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
Yeah, everybody knows that Bones nickname is going to stick for quite a while, but don't let it fool you. This guy is not afraid to take it inside and challenge bigger defenders.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Booker against George. Booker, the pass to Durant. Back to Booker. The kick to Durant. Ayton, the screen on Leonard. And Durant hits from deep. Durant's got 9 points in the quarter.
And that's a 6'11" guy handling the rock. Coming off the pick, amazing skill level on Durant's part.
Here's George. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
The kick to Durant. Takes the 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Durant's got 21.
Just doesn't second guess his shot selection, and for good reason. A lot of those go in.
Leonard outside. Pass to Morris. Leonard outside. Westbrook right side. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Suns. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Okogie in at the 3. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Oh, denied by Durant.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
The defense has got to try to hassle Kawhi Leonard as much as they possibly can, especially at the arc. He's too accurate.
And Durant with the big finish.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. Westbrook lays it up and banks it in. Westbrook's got 8.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, has got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Durant inside, guarded by Morris. Durant, no good. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Leonard outside. Zubac, screen. Leonard passes to George. Morris for 3. And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over the back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
Covington's checked in for Morris. Pass to Zubac. Ayton against Covington. Back to Zubac. Out to Leonard for the lead. He buries it from 3. Leonard's got his second basket.
Sometimes tough to get out to that corner, and Kawhi sat there and made the defense stretch out.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
Let's hear it for your Kid Clipper. Time for T-shirt. Come on now. Good. Wow. That was your Clipper.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Okogie. The 3 is up. That one is off. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Highland. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. To the left wing. From deep. Out to Powell. Back to Plumlee. And stolen by Durant. Here's Okogie. Defended by Gordon. Booker for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Booker's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
Gordon outside. We've got 1:48 left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Powell passes to Plumlee. Gordon against Booker. Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
In terms of set plays, this is where Plumlee is very dangerous offensively. The old pick and roll game. Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Not surprised Norman Powell can get up.
Phoenix has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Pass to Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Out to Gordon. Batum with a screen on Booker. Out left to the wing. Here's Highland. No good from outside. The Suns trailing. Pass to Okogie. And he drives in. The kick to Durant. And it's Durant with the finish.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Powell outside. And Powell with the stuff.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
A spindly guy, Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
And he drops the first. So for the Clippers. And both free throws good for Durant.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Put big guys on the floor.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He told them to be patient, work deep into the clock if you have to, but get good shots. He doesn't want them to look up at the scoreboard. He wants execution on each of its plays.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Paul George out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Covington in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Paul can't get it to go. The Clippers in the lead. George outside. Pass to Leonard. Zubac's high post. Westbrook outside. And Durant with the block. Ayton with it. Outside Booker. Here's Okogie. Outside Paul. Down low. It's stolen by Leonard. And it's the Clippers on the break. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard. Killing it in transition.
The kick out to Paul to tie it up. Westbrook with the rebound. Well, the Clippers shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. It's Covington on the wing. George against Booker. Now here's Westbrook. Tightly guarded. Covington no good.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
The kick out to Paul. Back to Durant. Driving to the basket. Here's Ayton. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Zubac. The Clippers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Take it away. And now the Suns fast break. Outside Paul. Durant with a screen on George. And stolen by Leonard. Westbrook with it. And it's Paul picking him up. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, George out there moving the rock and figuring out where his teammates were to have success on that possession.
Outside Durant. Fires the three. The shot comes out. And Los Angeles the other way now. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
There's something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
George's shot is good.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control. Love his shot selection, good at taking quality shots, whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Paul for three. It's rebounded by Zubac.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Pass to Zubac. Westbrook with it. Kicks it to George. Now Zubac. Westbrook outside. 4 on the clock. Here's Covington. Out to Leonard. There's the triple. George outside. Leonard on the wing. Zubac with a screen on Durant. Here's Leonard. Out to Covington. It's George on the wing. Westbrook with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Back to George. Goes up again, and he sinks the layup.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a...
Yes, sir!
Wow.
And how about Booker going high up for the dunk?
Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Out to Leonard. Three-pointer. Hits a three-pointer.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
The deep three from Durant. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. From behind the arc. Off the mark. So no problem for the Clippers as they... All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
so the Clippers win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point.
Westbrook's so good at maintaining control, even though he plays at high speed and with great aggressiveness.
McDaniels with the ball. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Batum. Leonard against Conley. It's deflected. Stolen by McDaniels. Outside Conley. The kick out to Towns. Towns is doubled. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Down low, Batum with the steal.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's George. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line.
George taking advantage of that close, tight defense, drawing the foul while taking his shot.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season. You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to George. George double teamed. Clock at 6. Leonard kicks to Zubats. Here's George. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Paul George with the steal.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Gobert in the corner. Back to Edwards. The pass to Towns. To end the drought, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Gobert with the block. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Outside, George drops in the tray. George has got 5.
PG's really refined his three-point shooting. He's an absolute laser now from distance, and that's a big part of his offense.
McDaniels finds Towns, and the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Towns laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 6.
Towns makes the most of his chances inside. He gets the ball in good position, does his work early, and then the battle's over after that.
Now here's Conley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Towns. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Can't get it to fall.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
George passes to Zubac. Back to George. To the middle. And the dunk by Zubac.
And George is not just a scorer now. He also passes the ball well, looking to keep his guys involved.
Here's Conley. McDaniels finds Edwards. His three-pointer's off the mark. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Takes it out to Leonard. Back to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. George against Edwards. George, no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers lead by 5. And don't...
Here we go, fans.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum, and it's Westbrook in a point guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Conley with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. Here's McDaniels, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. McDaniels got his first points in this one. Clippers leading by 3. Westbrook up top, covered by Conley. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Well, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
Passes it to Edwards. Back to Conley. Now here's Edwards. The offensive rebound. Over to the wing. Here's McDaniels. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. McDaniels gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Outside Westbrook. As one of the biggest stars in the NBA, Russell Westbrook, Clark, puts a lot of energy into his charity work.
Yeah, he really does, and I don't know how many people really recognize that, but I know he's appreciated for it. He started the Why Not Foundation to help underserved communities, and they're doing some great work. Russ said, why not, has always been his attitude whenever he's pursuing a tough goal, and thus he named his foundation the same way.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Plumlee is checked in for Zubac. Norman Powell comes in for Leonard. And Gordon subbed in for Paul George. Prince wide open. And they'll get another chance. Noel passes to Prince. Westbrook with it. Guarded now by Anderson.
Oh, man. Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Highland's checked in. Prince, the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Prince. Takes it inside. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Gordon dishes to Plumlee. Reed with the block. Here's Alexander Walker, and it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Alexander Walker passes to Prince. Hands it from downtown. Prince has got his first 3 points of the game.
And you know Prince is feeling it when he takes this shot. Love the confidence.
Inside. Back to Gordon. Up there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Anderson outside, and here's Prince outside. No good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Batum. Here's Highland. Good on the triple. And the Clippers lead by 8.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
Timeout called. First of the game for Minnesota. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 8. McDaniels dishes to Towns. Towns is doubled. And the rejection by Zubats. Left side, Westbrook. To the inside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Stolen by McDaniels. Over to the left wing. Outside, Towns. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
Out left to the wing. Gobert against Plumlee. Now, here's George. He's got 7. It's George on the wing. 4 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
This is the time now where the official
Previous play is under review.
constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion,
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Highland's checked in.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Conley, the pass to Towns. Over Leonard. Towns, no luck. Clippers leading by 8. Here's Highland. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Conley scanning the floor. He feeds it to Gobert. Can't cash in from close range. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead heading.
Your Clippers, 21. The Timberwolves, 13.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers leading by 8. Here's Highland. He kicks to Plumlee. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Zubats. Feeds it to George. And McDaniels with the block. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Outside Conley. Towns sets the pick for Conley. The kick out to Towns. No good with the triple. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And there's the pass to Zubats. Here's Highland. Nailed from three-point land. Highland's got 6 points.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be a Mason Plumlee.
And just using that experience, Conley adept at drawing contact and getting to the line.
And Conley drops them both. Los Angeles leading by 9. Highland passes to Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Towns down low. Leonard's there. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Highland passes to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
The Timberwolves have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. The free throw drops for Towns. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. And Towns drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Robert Covington's checked in for Plumlee. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Westbrook kicks to Gordon. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Pye. Outside Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Batum a screen on Edwards. Gordon outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Now McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Gordon against Edwards. Outside for Batum. Powell, the pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
The knee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Gobert. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Covington wide open. He fires. Knocks down the 3-ball. Covington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Conley, the pass to Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Pretty tricky and sweet pump fake move by Edwards there, pulling the defender in close to get the foul drawn.
Good on the second free throw. And here's Westbrook. He has 5. Towns with the steal. Conley with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. Left side, Towns. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Hits it from three-point range. McDaniels got 5 now.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Back to McDaniel. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
So really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Minnesota calls timeout.
All right, folks, if you want a t-shirt, come on and make some noise.
Free throw drops for Covington.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Boy, he's an outstanding defender and a very capable shooter. Covington is an extremely valuable role player.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. 13 points up at the end of the period.
And your Clippers Houston team. All right, fans.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Clippers call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thank you, David. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Plumlee, and it's Highland in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Passes it to Plumlee. Clippers moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Out to the wing. A 3-ball. Highland misses. Timberwolves trail by 13. Outside, Edwards. Towns, a screen on George. Edwards dishes to Towns. Out to Conley. Pass to Gobert. Here's Edwards. And it's sent back by Plumlee. The pass to Highland. He dishes it to George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Outside for George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. And the Clippers lead by 16.
When George starts to heat up like that, it elevates his whole team. They're loving the scoring right now.
Here's Conley. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Conley against George. And he can't jam it through. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Tell you what, going end to end, Towns may not always look like he's moving fast, but he's gobbling up some ground in a hurry. And some of that is his stride, but that fella's got some big feet too.
Highland passes to Leonard. Here's Highland. On the wing, George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Towns down low. He's guarded by Plumlee. And that's going to be a travel.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
The shot by George, no good.
Remaining in the game.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Outside Conley to the paint. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the wing on the left. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's Highland. Covered by Conley. Highland's shot is good.
This one is all but over. I mean, what a ferocious and commanding performance for the Clippers.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Paul George.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Clippers leading by 16. 1:10 left in the 4th quarter. Leonard on the wing. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Outside, George. For 3. Gobert pulls it in. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. It's an 18-point game. Over in the corner, McDaniels. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Conley's got a great set of skills as a passer. He might not always make the flashy pass, but he will make the smart one.
Outside for George. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Clippers lead by 18. Right side, Edwards. Tries to hit him. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge.
pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Now here's Paul. Here's Booker. And Booker throws it down.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Conley against Paul. Conley passes to Towns. Nice move. And he lays it in. Towns has gotten his second bucket of the game.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You could just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Towns. Now Gobert. Clock at 6. McDaniels passes to Towns. Shoots over Durant. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Nice move. There's the drive.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Edwards against Booker. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
And the Stifle Tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Here's Booker. Following the score by Minnesota. For 3, Durant. Offensive board. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. To the paint. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, poked away. It's Edwards on the wing. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Now here's McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. The kick out to Conley.
Nice effort from Booker, making things hard on the shooter.
Booker with the defensive effort. Oh, got a piece of it. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. The kick to Durant from downtown.
When you're trying to score the ball, the last person you want to see coming at you is Rudy Gobert.
Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Outside Conley. Pass to Gobert. Oh, Durant with a steal. Left side Paul. To the middle. Lots of room. Again, the Suns good for 2.
See, it's the accuracy of Paul's shooting that makes the mid-range look easy. He can take that shot all night.
Paul against Conley. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Rise up and flush it, big man. If he wanted to, he could have ripped the rim off the backboard on that one.
Ayton, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. 34 seconds left in the first quarter here. Pass to Okogie. It's Booker on the wing. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Minnesota in the lead. Conley passes to McDaniels. It's tipped. Stolen by Ayton. To the inside. And Durant with the big finish.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Off target at the rim.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
First team foul.
That one drops. He ties it up. Booker fires from way outside. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter in a tie. And the second.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
Yeah, close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
Outside Paul. Launches a 3. Pure from three-point range. Paul's got 10.
You can't let Paul get room to shoot from downtown. That's a recipe for disaster.
Pass to Gobert. To the right side. Towns down low. Durant's there. Towns can't get it to go. The Suns leading. Here's Okogie. Outside Edwards. 4-3. That shot is off. And Phoenix the other way now. On the wing, Durant. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. It's good. Give him 8.
How many guys his size can pull up off the dribble and move like that? Durant is the real unicorn.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Outside Durant. Outside Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Ayton, a screen on Conley. Paul for 3. The offensive rebound. Booker, the pass to Paul. Outside for Booker. With the clock winding down. And Durant with the big finish.
This is how terrifying Durant can be on the drive, using those long strides and then taking flight.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
Suns timeout. Here they are, your Suns dancers.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Prince. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Noel. Now here's Edwards. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And Edwards slams it in.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Paul. He's got 10. The kick to Durant. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Takes a three. Suns keep it alive. Here's Ayton. Back to Paul. Stolen by Conley. Now here's McDaniels. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 2-point Phoenix lead.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Okogie. 1:21 left in the second period. Okogie on the wing. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Stolen by Reed. Outside McDaniels. Reed sets a screen. Over to the wing. The kick out to Conley. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Left side Paul. Outside Durant. Pass to Booker. Okogie on the wing. McDaniels covering. Durant drives in. Paul for 3. Sinks the tray. Paul's got 13.
No question, Paul is playing with real heart on offense. He is not afraid to carry the load.
Conley against Paul. Here's Gobert. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good.
Thanks very much, Allie.
Your side, 27. The Timberwolves, 20. And let's hear it for the Jabberwocky.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Chris Paul having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And Minnesota calls time here. And the Suns shooting 55% for the game so far. On the court for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Campaign is the perfect example of how beneficial the G League can be, Richard.
Yeah, it gave him a chance to play real minutes, and it kept him sharpening his skill. Then he got to come back into the league better than ever. A true success story.
Now here's Warren. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Here's Ross. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. RJ, you're in the middle. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game,
The previous play is under review.
this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the strike. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 50% of the game so far. Picked by Gobert. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Ross finds Payne. Picked up by Baisley. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Pass to McDaniels. Oh, they pick off the pass. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And here's Payne outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Payne's got 6.
Showing he's more than just a scorer. Warren is good at finding his teammates when they're uncovered.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Towns down low. Baisley on him. Towns can't get it to go. Phoenix has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Off target from three-point range. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Right side Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer. On target from range. McDaniels got his second basket of the game.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. For Minnesota, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Durant against Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
A former #1 pick. Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
Here's Okogie. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Booker finds Paul. 6 to shoot. Durant for 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. And the Suns lead by 10.
Hard to stop Durant when he's set up like this. He's so well positioned to score.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Conley. Pass to Edwards. This one for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Paul. Here's Okogie. And the Suns get another 3.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Edwards for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Outside Paul. The kick to Durant. Left side Booker. The 3 is up. And the Suns get another 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Towns.
And it is so tough to disrupt Towns' shot. I mean, when he shoots, he's so disciplined and locked in. Oh, so impressive.
He misses the free throw.
Anthony Towns taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Pass to Booker. There's 39 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Durant with a screen on Conley. Stolen by Conley. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Ayton. And the Suns pushing it up now. For 3, Booker drills it from deep. Booker's got 8 points.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Pass to Conley. Now Towns out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Ball from deep three-point land. And so it's the Phoenix Suns up 15 points as this quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
He's been unguardable in this one, getting whatever he wants out there. He's just simply putting the offense on his back and delivering.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He let his guys know that he needs more from them to close this deficit. He said, quote, "We have to get something started. I know we're behind, but you are capable of taking this game if you still want it."
As always, Allie, we thank you. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Conley with the ball, and it's Paul picking him up. Oh, got that one up quick. Edwards has got 11 points here in the second half.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Conley against Paul. Pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Towns passes to Edwards. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by Edwards. And for the Suns, they're shooting 59% in this one. A good average. And Ayton gets it to go.
So impressed with that bucket by Ayton. Fantastic body control from the big man.
Conley passes to Gobert. Conley up top. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Booker. Again, the miss by Edwards.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Okogie, covered by Towns. For 3, Booker. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce.
Up top, Edwards. Booker defending. Conley passes to Towns.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
Oh, deflected. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Towns has got 20.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Ayton. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Pass to Edwards. Let's go with a three. Shot is off. He's 5 for 11 in this one.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Okogie. Outside Paul. Over Conley. The kick to Durant. Knocks down the 18-footer. And the Suns lead by 16.
It just looks too easy. Durant with the skill and height to get anything he wants from the mid-range. Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Now here's Durant. A minute and a half left to play in the fourth quarter. Fires it from 18. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the left side wing. Durant against Towns. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Towns has got 6 in the quarter.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Suns.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Kevin Durant.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
Now here's Durant. Outside Booker. Durant with a screen on Edwards. And he lobs it up top. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Robbed. Paul with it. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Okogie. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
At the line for Phoenix, Josh.
And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third. And the Timberwolves with possession, trailing by 17. Now here's Towns. Shoots over Durant. The Timberwolves again can't hit. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch.
Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And the Clippers starting five. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Russell Westbrook out there with Paul George. And it's Morris in at the 3 slot. Now here's Leonard. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
And Paul gets it to go in.
And for a smaller player, Chris Paul appears so comfortable on the interior. He knows he can score from this area.
Now here's Westbrook, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Paul against Westbrook. Paul goes in, Booker outside. We're about 1 minute into the first. Off target from outside. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. Leonard the pass to Zubac. And a deep three from George. And no good that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. Here's KD. And KD throws it down.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Leonard on the wing. Fires the three. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Booker. Kicks to Ayton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Russell Westbrook.
DeAndre Ayton, a quality free throw shooter, so you love to see him create opportunities to get there.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
The wide open look for Durant. Drains the three-pointer. KD's got 5.
Oh, that's too easy for KD. You just can't let him get a look from the corner.
And stolen by Booker. Here's Okogie, covered by Morris. Outside for Durant. The three. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to George. Puts up a 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Okogie for 3. It doesn't go for him. Clippers trail by 3. Right side Westbrook. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, the defense always so attentive to Russ, and he knows, okay, you're going to send defensive attention my way. I will find an open teammate.
Now here's Booker. No points in the game yet for him. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. It's stolen by Morris. Left side, George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Westbrook drives in. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard looking over the floor. Clock at 4. Westbrook finds Leonard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Suns leading. You know, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. And here's Booker from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Well, Booker is in three-point territory. The defense has got to be there on the catch. He's got such tremendous accuracy from deep.
Now Paul. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Out to KD. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
George passes to Westbrook. And they get it. And it's George finishing it off.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Here's Paul. Westbrook with the block. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now, here's Covington. The three-pointer, no good. KD looking around. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets it go with the 3. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Ayton. Here's George. Phoenix grabs the miss. Left side, KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, the length is a problem, right? Kevin Durant on the drive, hard to stop.
Here's Highland. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Doris with the officials calling slightly fewer fouls. It seems like we see a more physical game on the floor. What do you think?
I think it's a change for the better, Kevin. Obviously, you want guys to be safe, but the defense must be allowed to do their job.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. Phoenix with the ball. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Kicks it out to Booker. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Clippers shooting about 42% so far. The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Leonard finds George. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. It's Covington on the wing. Buries it from three-point range.
You have to be prepared to catch and shoot in all circumstances if you're Robert Covington, and he was ready to rise and fire.
Now here's Biyombo. Now here's Ross. Back to Biyombo. The kick out to Warren. 5 on the clock. Here's Payne. They get it back. Back to Warren. Payne looking around. Down low. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. Feeds to Covington. Outside for George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Highland passes to Leonard. Now here's Payne. D right on him. And again, it's the Suns missing. Clippers trail by 5. It's Covington on the wing. This is it to Zubats. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty fast.
Phoenix calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now here's Gordon. Batum with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. And the shot is good.
Boy, the ref could have blown the whistle there. Batum just plays right through the contact. Excellent finish. What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player. He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Durant, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
We are talking about one of the greatest scorers in the history of NBA basketball. Kevin Durant's doing some work right now.
Plumlee finds Batum. Lots of room. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Batum's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Durant attacking.
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
Now the pass to Plumlee. In the corner, Powell with it. For the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
Pass to Paul. It's Durant on the wing. From outside the arc. That shot off. And so it's Kevin Durant making it. All right, David, thank you.
Your Suns, 29. The Clippers, 26.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Paul George is out there with Russell Westbrook, and it's Covington in at the 3, the small forward. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. Outside Leonard. George looking over the floor. The kick out to Westbrook. Back to George for the tie. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one.
Because of the diverse offensive arsenal of Paul George, these kinds of nights are easy for him.
Now here's Ayton. KD finds Booker. Back to KD. Shot clock at 6. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Clippers shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Here's Covington. A miss that time would have put him up.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Westbrook gets it to go.
Well, this guy is so special. On the attack on the interior, this guy is seeking contact. He doesn't want to avoid it.
Durant kicks to Booker. Back to KD. Pass to Payne. Back to KD. Leonard with the steal. For Los Angeles, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And the Suns making a change here. Hall's checked in. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Westbrook against Paul. Here's George. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Booker the pass to Okogie. On the wing, Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Now, passing may be the most overlooked aspect of Kevin Durant's game, but you know he wants his teammates to feel good.
Now here's Leonard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish. That's an unwise shot. I'm sure coach and teammates would have preferred he swing the ball for a better opportunity.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Outside, George. Leonard kicks to George. A three-pointer off the mark. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Loudest section of the arena gets free T-shirts. Make some noise, Phoenix.
We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Get on your feet and get loud, fans.
1:19 left in the third. Here's Paul. He dishes it to Booker. 6 to shoot. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Passes to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Booker against George. And he banks in the layup. George has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
You can see there's complete trust in Paul George in pick and rolls. Fantastic at taking advantage of the defense and the separation they give him.
Now here's Leonard. Stolen by Durant. And there's the drive. And KD throws it down.
Well, Kevin Durant not about to settle for any low percentage shot. My goodness, with authority.
Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
29 seconds left to play here in the third. Takes it out to Covington. And the pass to Westbrook. Dish now to Leonard. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, the strength of Kawhi Leonard's game is in the painted area. He is so consistent as a finisher.
Kicks it out to Booker. Dishes it to Durant. He gets it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, that's the wingspan of Paul George. He is.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Clippers lead by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Durant. Pass to Okogie. 4 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. KD's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Leonard kicks to Westbrook. Into the lane, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Well, there's only one way Russell Westbrook knows how to play, and that is attack mode all the time. Nice drive.
And the Suns call time here. Los Angeles making a switch here. Highland's checked in. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Well, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks so much, David.
Well, Devin Booker's game is finesse, but if you open up a window to jam it, he'll finish it.
Highland passes to Leonard. To the left side wing. Here's Highland, defended by Paul. Covington's shot is off. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Paul. He kicks it to Ayton. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. A three from Leonard. Rebound by Okogie.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To tie it up. And Durant lays it in. KD's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than that. Give Kevin Durant that interior look, and he will score it.
Outside, George. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And there's the call on Durant. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough.
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Highland. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
At the line for the Clippers.
And so he makes both from the line. The Suns trailing. Here's Paul. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. Zubats, that's good. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Takes a step back. This is it to Paul. KD sets the pick for Paul. To the middle. Leonard with the steal. There's the pass to George. Zubats kicks to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. And it's sent back by KD.
Wow, twice on the pipes for Kevin Durant. That's the length coming into play right there.
Booker outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
2 shots.
And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Highland passes to Covington. Outside, George goes up and lays it nice and easy. George has got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles. Suns shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Paul left side. Kicks it out to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
He's such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Kicks it out to Leonard. There's the drive. It's Covington on the wing. Outside, George. 5 to shoot. Can't hit that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way. There's a Kobe. Pass to Paul. Now Ayton. Back to Paul. KD on the wing. Defended by George. Durant to the left wing. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Ayton. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
George. And they get it back. Leonard. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's a Kogi in at the small forward position.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has improved his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir.
Here's Highland, defended by Paul. Takes it out to Covington. Outside Gordon. Zubats with the screen for Gordon. And it falls over the rim and in. Suns trail by 4. Paul left side. Here's KD. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance. You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Pass to Zubats. Left side Covington.
2 minutes remaining in overtime. 2 minutes.
Outside Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 1. To take the lead. And the rejection by Zubats. And stolen by Booker. Ayton finds KD. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Albert Covington picks one up.
Kevin Durant has consistently delivered in the moments that matter most, and he has another chance right now.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 1. 1:27 left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. George is checked in for Gordon. A little over a minute and a half gone now here in overtime. Ayton dishes to KD. Booker outside. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Well, he can hit big shots. Booker's about as confident a young man as we've seen when the pressure's on.
Outside Leonard. Shot to stop the run. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Passes it to KD. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Durant. Leonard with the steal. George against Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wanting to prove the doubters wrong, George welcomes the chance to come through at the strike.
He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 1. The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Paul passes to Okogie, and here is Durant. Booker outside. The pass to Paul. Kicks it to Ayton. 4 on the shot clock. Rebound by the Clippers. And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 1. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high percentage look, if that's at all possible.
Pass to Zubats. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
And here are the Suns now. They lead by 1.
You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really won. He's got one more, though.
Chris Paul has never been...
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball. Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Pass to Okogie. It's Durant on the wing. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. They had to scrape. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
more NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Now Conley. Outside Edwards. Smitty, sure to be lots of snappy ball movement in this one. These teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, B.A. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
That one goes. Count it.
Westbrook takes these challenges personally. He loves scoring on aggressive defense.
Pass to Towns. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Zubac with the steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. George finds Leonard. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Kicks it to George. Shot clock at 6. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
The defense on George a little too tight there. But to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Conley passes to Gobert. And stolen by Covington. George outside. Outside Covington. The three ball. Towns with a rebound. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Now here's Towns. Nifty move. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
Leonard passes to George. Zubac with a screen on Edwards. Covington against Towns. Clock at 6. Leonard up top. Here's George. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
And so it's Minnesota with it. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Towns. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Zubac.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And here's Covington. Back to Zubac. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Conley against Westbrook. Now here's Towns. He's guarded closely. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Clippers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. George against Edwards. Here's Westbrook. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Russell Westbrook's ranks on the all-time list are incredible. He's in the top 100 for points, rebounds, assists, and steals. And don't forget, he's a triple-double king.
Now here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Leonard against McDaniels. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And with Westbrook, is there anyone you could see breaking his triple-double record?
Yeah, I think Luka Doncic has a chance. He's already in the top 10 on that list and has a long career ahead of him. I remember thinking no one would break Oscar's record, but Russell did it.
Now here's Towns. Oh, Covington with a block.
All over, guys. I like watching Covington be a pest on the defensive end.
Leonard outside. Kicks it out to Westbrook. George outside. Minnesota with a rebound.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Towns a screen on Westbrook. Towns with the ball. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Los Angeles ball.
George, a deep three. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. It's been all about Karl Anthony.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Conley finds Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, what a powerful finish. You could feel the impact.
Oh, he's going to be bragging about that one later, and for good reason too, man.
Fellas, that was ruthless. He threw it down with some authority.
Westbrook against Conley. Inside and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Timeout called, the Timberwolves. Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, B.A. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both.
Now here's Leonard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Covington up top. It's George on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. The shot misses. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Edwards with it. Guarded now by George. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Oh, George with a steal. Leonard outside. Back to George. A little mid-range shot is up. Chalk up 2 there. George has got 6 points. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Clippers.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Here's Conley following the score by the Clippers. And he banks in the layup. Conley's got his first points of the game.
And Conley, because of his quickness and wingspan, he plays bigger than his size.
Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
It doesn't get any easier than that for Rudy Gobert. His size is sometimes overpowering.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards.
2 minutes.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Plumlee's checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Highland in for Westbrook. Here's Noel. A minute 35 left in the first half of basketball. Anderson gets the bucket.
Way to convert through contact, Kyle, with excellent body control.
Pass to Highland. Back to George. Plumlee a screen. George passes to Plumlee. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
Here's Alexander Walker. George defending to the middle. Cuts off the pass. 51 seconds left to play in the first half. That one's good for 2.
Showing the versatility. Nicholas Batum attacking in the lane and challenging that defense.
Here's Noel. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Can't hit from in close. Here's Highland. Pass to Plumlee. Batum with it. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Batum. Tipped. Stolen by Reed. Here's Noel. Reed with it. With 1 on the clock. No good off the glass. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first. Thanks, Allie.
18, the Clippers, 20.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, they've got Eric Gordon, Nicholas Batum out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's Highland in at the 1 spot.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Conley with the ball, guarded by Batum. Gordon outside. Hits the trifecta. Gordon's got 6.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Outside McDaniels. Edwards against Gordon. Pass to Towns. Launches it. Batum pulls it in. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. To the wing, right side. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Here's Highland. Pass to Gordon. Powell outside. Clock at 6. Now here's Batum. Powell outside. Right wing. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Conley passes to Towns. Towns double team. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
First team foul. Substitution.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Paul George. And he makes the first.
Anthony Edwards. At the line.
And both free throws good for Edwards. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. George passes to Westbrook. Zubats with a screen on Conley. Pass to Zubats. George outside. And he drops it in from the low post. George has got 10 points in the game.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Edwards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. 1:53 left in the third quarter here. Westbrook, the pass to Zubats. And the shot goes in. And the Clippers lead by 11.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Now here's Towns. 10 points for him. It's McDaniels on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Here's Towns. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
George for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. It's George with the drive. McDaniels against Leonard. 6 to shoot. George. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line. It goes on Mike Conley.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
Conley against Westbrook. Back to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. For 3, Covington. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. A sizable lead of 14 at the... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Covington. Pass to man. Leonard outside. Just 5 to shoot. And Gobert with a block.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And you can't overlook all their points at the foul line. Getting into the body and making the officials blow the whistle. Man, good whistle there.
First personal foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Here's Highland. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Look at the handles by Kawhi Leonard. He has worked on that part of his game. He has his defender on skates.
Towns down low, covered by Covington. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Covington, no good. Gobert with it. He's picked up by Zubats. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Back to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Edwards. Oh, George with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. From deep three-point range. Covington, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Towns down low. Zubats there. Blocked. Pass to Covington. Kicks it to George. Lets it go from deep. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Outside Conley. Towns with the ball.
2 minutes.
Over Covington. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. And George launches it from deep. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Conley from the arc. Another miss by Minnesota.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely. And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Clippers.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooting.
And what a huge performance it was for Paul George.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sends shockwaves into the opposition sails.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. .58 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Leonard passes to Covington. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. And the Clippers lead by 17. Outside Conley, pass to Edwards. To the paint. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Covington. Here's Highland. Three-pointer, no good. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Covington against Towns. Oh, Covington with a block. Leonard against McDaniels. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Gobert passes to Edwards. Here's Towns. Oh, they need this. Off on that one. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith.
the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit. Go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Now here is Conley. Towns, a screen on Paul. Conley kicks to Towns. Fires from deep. Rebound by Okogie.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
You just can't shake Paul. Just takes the hit, absorbs it on his way to the basket.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Paul. Inside. Here's Durant. Exit out to Booker. Clock at 6. Back to KD. Unable to get that one. And Minnesota will come the other way.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Towns against Durant. Towns down low. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
Paul outside. And KD, here we go.
Durant almost 7 feet. It's just hard to believe watching how well he moves.
Conley against Paul. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader. And that's impressive. Kevin Durant just getting up and throwing it down.
Timberwolves trail by 3. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Driving the lane, and Edwards with the stuff.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Paul can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Edwards to the wing on the left. Towns down low, defended by Durant. Towns is doubled. Kicks it to McDaniels. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
We've got 1:28 left here in the opening quarter. Ball against Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Booker. No good there. Great D that time from Edwards. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Oh, here's Edwards to the right side. 6 on the shot clock. McDaniels dishes to Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
McDaniels with the ball. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Here's Paul. Count it. The defender is called for the block, and this could turn into a three-point play.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
The Suns shooting their first free throw of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward spot. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And then Durant with the dunk.
Putting on a clinic tonight. Durant can use either hand to break you down off the dribble.
Here's Edwards. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And with every season, Brent, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball, is that you can find something within each player that you'd like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
Edwards can't hit. Phoenix leading by 5. Here's Booker. He doesn't hit that one. Towns with the defensive effort. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Alexander Walker passes to Noel. Kicks it out to Prince. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Reed misses. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. High post, KD. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Durant's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
That stroke is just so effortless from KD. Another 2 from the mid-range.
And there's the pass to Reed. That 3 off the mark. Suns have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Durant kicks to Paul. Screen by Durant. Paul dishes to Ayton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Durant still has a drive to keep adding something to his game offensively, which should be scary to the rest of the league, but makes him so fun to watch. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Alexander Walker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Prince kicks to Reed. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Pass to Durant. And KD throws it down.
And you can see why KD has won himself a couple scoring titles.
Anderson against Durant. Here's Prince. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Noel. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Okogie. The leaner. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Gobert down low. Here's Prince. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Stolen by Conley. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Edwards leading the charge. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Here's Okogie, covered by Conley. Booker looking around. Ball for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Conley, the pass to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot clock at 5. And the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Booker with no one around, and he drains the 3. But let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of it.
The previous play is under review.
Not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Well, they're going to switch the... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great...
That's the end of the 22. The Suns, 31. Fans, get ready for Milwaukee.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Conley out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Booker finds Durant. Pulls it up. And he connects with the jumper. Durant's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
KD sets up those crossovers as a big 7-footer. He handles the ball so well. And that's a great decision out of a pick and roll set.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Paul against Conley. Lays it up off the glass.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Another 3 for Phoenix.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Conley, the pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Paul kicks to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Here's Towns. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Towns has got 8.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
Offensive rebound. Ayton kicks to Durant. It's stolen by Gobert. To the paint. Here's Prince. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
Taurean Prince has such a great motor, and the physical nature of his play, you got to appreciate that aggressiveness.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Minnesota. Payne up top, over by Conley. To the middle, it's tipped. Towns with the steal. And stolen by Payne. Here's Bobslay, and he dunks it down.
And Payne comes in knowing that relentless ball pressure is going to pay off, and it did that time.
Gobert with a screen for Conley. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Brent, the lead up to the 2019 draft was an interesting time for Darius Bobslay.
Yeah, here's one of those players who opted out of going to college and ended up working for a shoe company prior to going to the draft a year before. Talked about going the G League route, but trained on his own, got himself ready, and he's showing some steady improvement here.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. 2 on the clock. Towns, the pass to Prince. Kept alive, Minnesota. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by Warren. Suns leading by 9. To the inside. Ross. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Conley scanning the floor. Down low. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Outside, Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Prince. Payne in the post, covered by Conley, hits the three-point bomb. Bobslay's got 5 points now this quarter.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Towns for 3, and no good on the last second attempt this time.
Still feel like Bobslay, that switchability,
and so it's the Phoenix Suns in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. Back right after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 small. It's stolen by Gobert. Conley against Booker. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Outside, Towns. Back to Gobert. Outside, Towns. Just 4 to shoot. Out to Conley. Takes a 3. Kept alive. Here's Gobert on the money with the shot from the left block. Gobert's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Timberwolves. Outside for Durant. From deep. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Conley against Paul. Conley dishes to Gobert. Prince outside. Out to Edwards. 3-pointer. Here's Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
From the arc, another 3 for Phoenix.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from outside. Okogie's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Suns. Outside, Towns. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Towns. Booker against Edwards. Conley kicks to Edwards. Out to Conley. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Okogie's got 6 rebounds in the game. The drive by Booker. Yes, that goes in. And the Suns lead by 16.
And how about Booker just zipping around the defense and still able to make that J?
Here's Towns. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Goes up at the stripe. Booker, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Towns kicks to Edwards. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Pass to Okogie. Outside for Durant. With the floater. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Durant finds 8. Here's Okogie, guarded by Prince. Here's Booker. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Suns.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for KD.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight, constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
And that one, good.
At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Daniels, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Phoenix controlling this game. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul looking around. From deep. It's rebounded by Towns.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.